I thought I might do a very simple, non-scientific, non-empirically measured test of the dust control system for the Ridgid compact table saw, the R45-16. So I'm going to hook it up to my shop vac, and I'm going to put a dark quilt underneath it so you can see the sawdust after it comes out. So let's take a look at how well the dust control system does on this Ridgid compact table saw. Well, I've hooked up my shop vac to the dust control port to the back of the table saw, and there you see that's the 5-gallon Ridgid shop vac. So I'll turn this on and let's go cut some wood. I believe I make just about a dozen cuts across this 2x4 here. Had to stop a couple of times because it got jammed in the blade guard. But yeah, I think I did about a dozen cuts, which I think is just about enough for a reasonable test of the dust control. So let's see how well the dust control did. There's just a little bit of dust up on top of the table, but not a whole heck of a lot. Very little on the right-hand side. A little around on the back. We'll see more about that in a second. Some came underneath the front. And then there was a little bit more on the left-hand side, blew out from underneath. And let's go around the back side. So there's more around this back side, especially on the left-hand side, even though we did have this plugged in. And then you look at the filter, I would say more dust was captured in the filter than went in the bottom of the shop vac. And after I took it outside and blew it out with my leaf blower, I found an awful lot of sawdust in that filter as opposed to the bottom. And there's some of the scraps that were picked up or blown through the smaller scraps. So that's what it looks like. Let's flip this bad boy over and see what it looks like underneath. So now I've got it turned up on the left-hand side, and you can see the amount of sawdust that was captured underneath. So there's some there underneath. And a little bit inside the bottom of the saw itself, but not a lot remained there. Most of it came out on the little quilt. There was some on the floor. It's kind of hard to see here, but a little bit came out on the floor in blowing. I would say overall at least 50% or more of the dust that was generated by these dozen or so cuts was captured by the dust control system. So after I took that filter out outside and blew it out, I saw an awful lot of dust come out of that. So I'd say at least it's getting, at the very least, it's getting 50%. So this has been my unscientific dust control test. If you found these useful, please press like and share with your friends. I do have some other videos on the Ridgid compact table saw. I put the links to those in the description below. If you're not already a subscriber, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Thanks for watching, and as always, good luck on your projects.